Hello and welcome to another Walking Movies. I'm Nick, and I'm sorry that this is. I've been away because I've been ill, basically, and so it's now time to play catch up with the films that I've missed. And you know what? I'm going to just go over here, stand and talk. So yeah, it's birthday week. I won't say what birthday is because it's a biggie. And I've got a few films to catch up on, so that's what I'm going to be doing this week. So this is the first of 3 films that I'm going to be going to see. Next will be Mission Impossible and then Elemental. So that means that I must be seeing Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny this morning, because it's a grey, overcast, about 18 degrees Sunday morning, and I'm wearing this particular hat because it's a hat to wear in the rain, because that's what's due to happen today, but it's also still very warm and close, so yeah, that's why I've got to wear a hat and no coat, so hopefully it won't rain too. It doesn't say it's going to rain too much, but still. So Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, I still think now about the disappointment of going to see Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, that opening night, and just leaving there thinking, man, that was a big disappointment. And I've never seen the whole film again. I've seen bits and pieces when it's been on TV, but that's been about it. It's not a film that I have fond memories of at all, and I was really looking forward to it. The Indiana Jones franchise is a overall good franchise. I think they've not done as much with it as they probably could have done. I mean, Crystal Skull, I think, came out in 2008, and here we are now, you know, all these years later, Harrison Ford in his 80s, and we've got another Indiana Jones film. The punchlines always write themselves. But that said, what I've seen of it from the trailers looks good. I'm a sucker for an Indiana Jones fan. It's only about a year ago that I rewatched for the first time in a long time Raiders of the Lost Ark, and just forgot what a great film it was. It still holds up in my eyes. So I am really looking forward to it, even though it's now been out for just over a week and reviews are mixed. It was either really enjoyable or not. So we will see. I'm not going to hold too much opinion with it so far, but yeah, that's it. So I better go in because the film is due to start. I need to go and get a drink, and I'll speak to you in a bit. So I have now seen Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and it's not great. It's not great. Wow. I think the biggest problem for me is it doesn't feel like an Indiana Jones film for me. They spent that. Look, I get it. The man's in his 80s. He can't do what he used to be able to do. I completely get that. And so instead, what we've got is, well, how do we get him to do some action stuff? Let's do a car chase. And you know, I'm seeing Mission Impossible in the next 24 hours, and you know, you think about how that film is for things like car chases and James Bond and all these other films that just do all this stuff better than what we saw in this film. The casting isn't great. Like Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I was never a fan of Fleabag. I just didn't think it was that good. But she is just annoying. And this is, I mean, to be fair, I mean, it seems to be something that runs through Indiana Jones films in general. Like Ray Winston last time was weird. fact, I think it's only really the first film and The Last Crusade with Sean Connery where they managed to get sidekicks that were pretty good. And the story just doesn't make sense. And the story as a whole, yeah, kind of, you're looking for a MacGuffin, but time makes no sense in this film. Like, the bad guys will get to the destination before the good guys do, even though they're left afterwards, and sometimes it works the other way around. Like, things just happen and there's no explanation as to the hows or whys of it. I'm just really disappointed. Like, really disappointed. I just thought it was going to be a better film than it was. It wasn't funny either. Now, I mean, Indiana Jones films aren't comedies, but, you know, they're famous for having, you know, bits in those films that people laugh at, and this just didn't have it. It didn't have the charm. I think the worst thing is, I came out there thinking that I think Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was more like a film, like a good film, than this was. It just really just didn't nail it at all. Yeah, it hurts, because I really wanted to like it and I really wanted it to be good, but I think it could be the worst one. And the thing is, I think as a franchise, I think if they rebooted it or did something on the same lines, I think it could work, but I just think they left it too long and they made a film that wasn't very good with a script that wasn't very good, and it just lets everyone down. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. I think that's generous, but I'm struggling to really think of anything that was really redeeming in it. But yeah, just felt disappointed. I think that's my overall feeling, is a missed opportunity. Left it too long, and it wasn't worth the wait of what we got. And I don't think it was a fitting send-off either, which is at least what you kind of want with this. So that's it. Should you go and see this in cinema? No. Definitely wait for streaming, Disney Plus, whatever it's going to be on. I assume it's going to be on Disney Plus. And that was actually quite weird, the fact that you got the Disney 100 logo at the front of this, because it's the first time they made a Indiana Jones film since Disney bought Lucasfilm. But yeah, don't waste your time, don't waste your money. There's better things out there to go and see. So, man, just what a shame. So that's it. That's what I thought about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I keep trying to stop myself from saying Pick of Destiny, but I know that's a completely different film that's also disappointing. But yeah, sorry Dr. Jones, this was not an adventure that I enjoyed sharing with you. Things I liked: Harrison Ford back in the role, hearing the music again, and you know, the opening sequence is pretty good. What I didn't like, the final end kind of section of the film was just awful and didn't make any sense whatsoever. The de-aging effects at times looked pretty good, and other times looked like a PS3 game. And the story, just in general, just not very good. Oh, and also, I really did not understand the characters that they threw into the film. They threw characters in which seemed to be quite important to the story, and they just disappeared or are killed off, and you're kind of wondering why. With you, man, bring on the reboot. Right, that's it for this. I'll be back later in the week with a review of Mission Impossible, and also hopefully Elemental. Hoping to go and see that this week as well. So thank you for watching, listening, and until next time, just remember that Flynn lives.